What's going on, YouTube? This is Hawkins. Tonight, we're fixing my 2012 Nissan Xterra so I have a winter vehicle and don't have to drive the Jetta anymore. For those of you joining on YouTube after the fact, welcome to the video. Please feel free to use the fast forward button. I'm Connor. I like working on cars. I do it as a hobby, but I also do it because I like to save money. It's my Jetta, it's my BMW, and that's my Xterra. Now the issue that we're facing today is it's overheating terribly because previous owner installed this really cheap dormant thermostat and it's not opening properly. So I bought a Nissan OEM thermostat, and this is what we're going to be installing today. Now I'm going to redneck install it because I don't really want to do it properly because that takes time. Time is money, and it's cold. So let's get to work. I don't even know exactly what I got to do, but we're going to figure it out. Now, while we're doing this, we're most likely going to be doing some performance upgrades to the Xterra 2 because not only did I buy a new thermostat, but I bought a bunch of other Nissan parts, and in that box is an upgraded cold air intake. We also have manifold spacers, new valve cover gaskets, and new valve covers as a whole because it's leaking. So there's a lot of things that we got to do. For now, though, let's go over to the car and just kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with. I'm just going to do it while it's buried in the snow. I don't really feel like pulling it out or taking everything out properly. So this is what we got. We got to remove this whole box here to get right down into there. You'll see a little bit of silver right where I'm pointing. That is our thermostat. So to get to it, we're going to have to remove anything in the way. It looks like we got a couple bolts here. Nothing too scary. So let's grab some tools. Start saving our Xterra. If I have some tools. I believe I have some tools somewhere. Right here. What's up, Angie? We're working on the Xterra tonight. It's cold. It just snowed and I had to drive that an hour into Boston. And I live on some back roads. I didn't like it. So this is my winter beater that I bought. It's overheating. So we bought a thermostat and we're gonna get into the motor and swap it out. So if you own a 2012 Nissan Xterra or any Nissan Xterra from 2005 all the way up through 2015 when they stopped making them, this is how you replace the thermostat. First, we gotta remove the air intake, which honestly should be pretty easy. When we put it back on, we're actually not gonna put on the OEM one. We're gonna put on an upgraded cold air intake from Doing Off-Road, which was on sale for Black Friday, so not a whole lot of money. And let me clean this off so you can actually see what I'm doing. I don't have my tripod with me. Sorry about that. This is kind of a on the whim. I just really wanted to get this done. I'll get a better angle for you guys in a second. Let me just find out which size of bolt I need real quick. Or not bolt, but leave one down. We need a size 10. 10 millimeters, like the save all for anything cars. What did you say? All right. How are you, by the way? I'm good. Very good. I would be better if my car worked, but beyond that, I'm pretty good. So it looks like there's a couple small bolts that we got to move up here. Looks like only one. It looks like the other one is missing, which isn't great. 10 millimeter, which seems to have loosened that some. We got this piece here. This is a intake hose clamp, which seems pretty screwed up. Just gonna pinch that off. It's a little cold to be doing this, but you know, it happens. So that comes up. Go ahead and disconnect this here. Looks like that got taped because that was damaged before. Let's grab a flathead. pop this off real quick. You know, I really should go find a tripod. That way I'm not having to move you all around so much. Probably make all this a little bit easier. What I'm unscrewing right now is the intake connection to the throttle body. This is what moves when you press the gas pedal. It opens up air, allows air into the motor, which allows for combustion. So we're gonna clean that up. Let's see, this is, that just pops out. Let's leave that in. Okay, that's in. That's in. This should just pop right off. It should. It probably won't. Look at that. The whole throttle body ripped right off. Let's go. So now even if we did want to put this back on, we're not going to be able to. So we're definitely going to have to put the aftermarket air intake. I probably should have started the car and warmed it up a little bit before we did all this. And we just had the PCV here. PCV breather hose. We can't mess this up. Or we just don't want to. Yeah, that's it. Now we got a much better view of our engine. It's our throttle body. That actually looks pretty good. Set y'all here for a second while I take this out. I know you can't really see, but just give me a second to move this. For those of you just joining, I'll fill you in on what's happening in just a moment. Get this hose off of this intake. Pretty well seated on there. Oh, well, that works. I guess the whole thing just came right off. Oh, shoot. Now I got the mass sensor, which I'm demolishing, which I should have been a lot more careful about. Mass airflow sensor. This is a 2012 Nissan Xterra Pro 4X, so the off-road model. I'm over here yanking on this thing, hoping it messed that up. This is our MAF. This is responsible for telling the ECU, which is the engine control unit in the car, exactly how much air it's getting, so it can adjust the ratio to make it healthy and breathe well. What we're doing today is installing a new thermostat, because the one that I got is overheating real bad. That's stripped. Nice. This one's stripped. Yeah, that's stripped too. Okay, so it looks like whoever touched this last didn't do a very good job. I have fixed a Ford. I fixed a Dodge. I fixed a bunch of cars. I work on cars as a hobby, not a job though. So if you have car questions, by all means shoot them my way. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm trying to set you guys up. But just keep in mind, I am a hobbyist car guy. I love cars. I work on them all the time, but it's not my career. It's just a hobby. I get a better look at this real quick. Something does not seem quite right about. Yeah, I mean, genuinely, these things are just completely stripped out. So even if I wanted to unscrew them, I don't know if I could. That really is unfortunate though, because it's gonna come out. Haven't seen a bolt this rusted in a while though, man. So I got a couple options of how to get that out. First, I'm gonna try some pliers. I could drill it, I could tap it. There's a lot of things I could do, but yeah, this will work. Isn't that sad? These things are so cooked that pliers actually do a better job at getting the bolt out than the screwdriver does. Oh, kind of hard to get at though. Give me just a second now. Read some more comments. I gotta get at it from a different angle. If you ever fixed a Ford, let's see. Can you make a 10-foot fall animatronic that is fireproof, waterproof, and gunproof that have a crouch like an animal? What? Maybe my sister can. She's got a YouTube channel and she does a lot of FNAF animatronic creations. They're actually pretty awesome. I'm impressed by what she makes sometimes. But no, I personally could not make a animatronic like that. Let's hope that broke it loose at least. I'll know in a second. Moment of truth. It did not break it loose. That's not good. Oh, there we go. All right, we got it loose now. Now it's just a matter of unscrewing this monstrosity of a bolt, which I think we could use a screwdriver for. Give me a second, guys. This is the tedious part, the not fun part of working on cars, which is having strip bolts that don't come out easy. We got one of them. We just need to get this other one, which unfortunately is pretty in there. It's amazing how useful a multi-tool is. Alright, well, we got started. Hopefully we can just clamp on it and get it off now. Alright, we can. Alright, great. So this is our mass airflow sensor again, for those of you just joining. My name's Connor. I'm trying to jerry-rig fix, not jerry-rig, more of like a redneck fix, my Nissan Xterra in the snow. It's overheating really bad, and I was going to try to just fix it with some jerry-rig half-done solution, but I decided to try to do better than that. So I ordered a proper thermostat, and I'm going to be installing the thermostat and a new air intake tonight and tomorrow, or when I have time. I'm going to be doing valve cover gaskets, manifold spacer, spark plugs, higher firing coil packs. We're going to make this Nissan Xterra something a little special, because right now it's just an Xterra, nothing wrong with that, but it hasn't been very maintained. It was a highway car, and it's got a lot of miles on it. It's got 182, so it could use a full engine tune-up, and that's what I'm here to give it. All right, got the screws out. This little thing right here is incredibly important. This is a MAF sensor, and it looks very clean. It reads the airflow coming into the car. So I'm going to set that off to the side and hope that it doesn't get hit by anything like I just did. We can't contaminate this. Granted, we're doing this in the winter, so you know there's going to be some contamination. That's just unavoidable. All right, let's see what's happened. Do you like fixing Fords? I don't know. I have a couple European cars. I have a Jetta that I've modded. I have a BMW I repaired. Honda. There's a Armada I've worked on. That's my dad's truck. It's hard to work on because it's too new. So I don't know. I like Nissans, old Nissans, because they're pretty easy. I mean, all we did was just remove an air intake. That was not hard. And now down here, once we move these clips, which I think should just pop. This should pop off. Then we gotta pry that open though. We do have to pry that open. Well, that's gone. I'd rather it not be gone. Where'd you go? Whatever, that's gone. If we pop this out, we'll be able to see. Come on, baby. Just move. All right, it's not gonna move. We're just gonna leave that there. There's a thermostat. This little metal thing. Yeah, no, I love the Jetta. We've done a lot of performance mods to it. It's making 270-ish horsepower. It's making some good numbers. I'm trying to find that plastic piece I just lost into the abyss, but I'm not seeing it anywhere down there. Oh, I see it. It fell. It's way down in there. We'll get that later. So we're gonna pop this out, put a new air intake in a minute, but we got to get that thermostat housing done first. Now, this is the new one. It's a 1.8T. Yep, it's a 1.8T. It's got intake, exhaust, upgraded coil packs, a tune, a downpipe, turbo muffler, delete. It's got a lot of stuff done to it. 1, 2, 3. and it turns this way. So we have one bolt on the top right, one bolt on the top left, and one bolt underneath. So I think we're going to start with the bolt underneath. Now, you're supposed to drain the radiator before you do what I'm about to do. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's proper. I'm not going to do that because we're on limited time. Yeah, it's a APR Stage 1 Jetta. I like it. I got some upgraded rims for the summer and stuff, but it's too cold. I like it. I got a series. I'm starting on that soon. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. This is going to be our coolant catch. It's already got plenty of stuff in it. You bought one a few months ago? Sweet. Yeah, Jettas are amazing cars. They're the new ones are. If you go 2016 plus, you're going to have a great time. If you go pre-2016, you're going to have a Gen 2 motor, which has some timing chain guide issues. So just make sure that you don't go with, well, you already bought it, so hopefully it's the right one. If it's not, then, I mean, that's tough, but, you know, what are you going to do? You already bought it. I look crazy. Wow. I just realized that. Horse's Life. What's up? We are working on 2016. Okay, so we have the same car. I have a 2016 Jetta Sport. Box-shaped Jetta can't be beaten. Okay, pre-2000 is great. I can't deny that. You're right. Pre-2000 is amazing. But I do not have a pre-2000s. What are we looking for? Pliers. That should be fine. Just for the hose clamps. Yeah, this is a great car. I'll show you real quick. The SE. Okay, SE. If it has a 1.8, it's good. This one's got a 6-speed. I got to redo the clutch soon. I'll show you this real quick. Get back to the Xterra. TSI, cold air intake, new PCV. Under there I got a bunch of like red top coils and some other things. It's got a big amp system in the trunk. This is one of the best upgrades you can do to it is put a subwoofer in there, maybe some other musical things. This car's a little loud on the highway. And then this is my favorite thing I've done to the Jetta as far as cosmetics go, was these tail lights. Look pretty cool. Makes it look like a whole different car. The tune helps like ridiculously. If you own a 1.8T, if you have a manual, the tune will be better because your automatic is not made to handle too much power. But if you have a 1.8T, yeah, I'll give it the room in a bit. But if you have a 1.8T, definitely get a tune. With the bolt-ons that I have on this, auto's fine for stage 1. With the bolt-on mods I have on the Jetta, I can hit 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds right now. Factory is like 7.5. It's tuned on 93 and I still get good fuel economy. I'm averaging 35 right now. In the summer I average closer to 40, but because it's cold and it has to warm up and stuff, I get worse fuel economy. In the summer though, it's slower. In the summer I 0 to 60 is 5.5, but the winter is like a cold air intake. So this Jetta TSI is actually faster than that, which is a BMW 335xi, which I just rebuilt, and it's making, you know, all the power and all the noises and stuff. Get an upgraded diverter valve for your Jetta. That'll help a lot. Diverter valve holds your boost pressure. You'll want that. And then if you're able, do a tune. Tune is the single best thing I've done to the Jetta. Okay, let's make a mess. This is not how we're supposed to do this, but it is how I'm going to do it because it's easy. We're supposed to drain all the coolant and then do this, but where's the fun in doing things right? That's going to make a mess, and this hose clamp is going to make a mess. They boast 230 with stage 1. Well, I'm 275 with stage 1 with the full bolt-ons and stuff. So 230 with stage 1 is not unrealistic, but go with a 93 octane tune. Your cars, I can't see. I got to set the phone down. Give me a second, guys. Go with a 93 octane tune if you do, because 87 is not enough for the Jetta. 91, I would argue, isn't even enough. Go with a 93 octane. Your Jetta has a turbo. Turbo cars like higher octane fuels. So if you tune it, just be willing to spend a little bit more in the I gotta get a different set of pliers. These aren't gonna work. Just be willing to spend a little bit more in gas. It'll be worth it. I can turn this on if you want to hear it real quick. What would you prefer, turbo noise or exhaust note? I'll set you up for an exhaust note first. Set you up over here. That's the exhaust, it's alright. But the real star of the show is the turbo noise you get with the diverter valve. Again, this is with the diverter valve. So, I'm trying to find my spot. There we go. So this right here makes a really pretty noise. You'll hear it. I love the Jetta. So yeah, definitely go APR stage 1. Get a diverter valve, and it will sound like that. And you'll still get really good fuel economy if you go 93. It's worth it. All right, speaking of worth it, let me grab the right tool. I think it's actually in this car, but it's in the back. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Okay, let's see if I can get in here. That wasn't bad. Looking for some like Nipix pliers somewhere in the back. I think I have them in here. No. If they're not in here, they're probably in the Jetta. I'm starting to lose feeling in my fingers though. This is a cold day to do all this work. Yeah, dude, get the tune. I paid $550 for mine and don't have any regrets. It was worth that. It's $500 for the tune, $50 to get it installed. It takes about an hour. It'll wake up the car, you'll get better fuel economy, and it will actually feel somewhat sporty, because honestly, stock, these cars are slow. Slow subjective, of course, but to me, I think it's slow. 7.5 is not bad, but it's not that great either. But yeah, with the tune alone on 93, you'll probably be running, you'll go from 8 seconds, 7.5 seconds to probably 6.5. You'll gain a full second 60. It's worth it. All right. I really am regretting not warming up the car before I did this. I think it would make this a lot easier. Back to the task at hand here, which is fixing my overheating Jetta. Jeez, that clip is hard to get off. All right, here's the messy part. Just gonna pull these off and let all the coolant. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that's not coming off. Probably should have warmed up the car first. All right, that one's going off. It's gonna be a mess. We really don't want this getting on the belts, but you know we can't help it. Beggars can't be choosers. Here we go. Oh, right on the radiator. Nice. Nice work. We cut all the coolant though. Or not on the radiator, but right on the alternator. Probably the worst place I could have done that. It's pretty on there. It's all over the alternator too. Well, that's not good. If our alternator's dead, we know why. Because I dumped coolant all over it. Let me go grab a towel and clean that up. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. These things run better when you tune them. It needs more power from the factory. It's not bad power, but with those mods you were talking about, it goes. Excuse me. It goes from being like a very, it's a fun car to like a fast car. And I mean, what more can you ask for? Okay, well, let's hope our alternator didn't just burn up from me dumping an entire can of, or hose full of radiator fluid on it. Let's hope our belts are okay. I mean, it can't be too terrible. It's not good for the car, but it can't be too terrible. All right, I don't really know how I'm going to get this other little hose off. Maybe just with some twist action. There we go. Popped right off. Okay, I think it's some 10 millimeters to get this in, to get this out. I really don't have a spot to put y'all. Just covering you guys in snow. What if I put you like over here? No, you can't see anything. You only paid $3,200. Whoops. There we go. Wow, that's good. I paid $5,000 for mine with 15,000 miles, which I honestly was really happy about. So $3,200 for 120 that's really good, man. You did good with that. Should feel good about that purchase. All right, I can't do anything to give you guys a better view. But this is what we're working on. That's what we're working on at. We need a 10 millimeter, and I'm losing all feeling in my hands now. So, unfortunately, because I'm jerry-rigging this, dexterity is important, but I don't have dexterity left. So I just have to set up the camera there and hope for the best at this point. So bear with me. Let me pop this off real quick. Again, I mean, this really hasn't been that hard as far as repairs go. This is a pretty critical part of the car, and I mean, I'm doing it honestly really fast and without a whole lot of issue. Now, those bolts came off really easy. I wonder if the issue wasn't the radiator, but rather the lack of bolt. That came off ridiculously easy. All right, we're soaking everything in coolant. So the faster we do this, the better. I know you can't see anything at this point. Sorry. But I'll narrate. We are unbolting the 3 10 millimeter bolts holding our thermostat housing on. We're just about all the way unbolted. That one's good. Let's pull this one out. Nice long bolt there. Got 2 more I got to do. The radiator fluid is leaking out really fast and really bad now, which is not good. Probably part of the reason we're supposed to put a or drain it first is so the radiator fluid doesn't affect the new thermostat housing gasket. But you know, someone, me, didn't think about that fact, and now we have radiator fluid that's going to be all over our thermostat housing gasket. It's all over the radiator, or I mean the alternator as well. And you know, alternator is responsible for keeping your battery alive. So it's probably just a series of bad events we've done, and we're going to hope and pray that the alternator works. We're going to let it sit for a little bit, and hopefully... Oh, no! It's so close to going into the abyss. Oh my gosh. Okay, so maybe a magnet is an important component, so you don't lose your freaking bolts. We didn't lose it. Now I should just pop this off. It should just pull right out, right? Oh, yeah, it pulls right out. And something's draining like crazy. This is the gasket and housing, and as you can see, that is really honestly crap. I don't know what this dude was doing. This is a terrible thermostat. It looks like crap. Now I just need to make sure the mating surface is clean, which it is kind of clean. I'll give you guys a better view. Just bear with me. You know, one thing at a time. Covered in radiator fluid. Yeah, it was definitely a bad gasket. Let me go grab a couple towels and I'll be back. For any of you who actually, stayed from early on, that right in there is our housing location. Right in there, above that yellow. And our old thermostat just pulled right out. This is our new one. See, the shape of it's different too. So this is a non-OEM thermostat. Got that flat bit. This is an OEM thermostat. Has this shielded bit. I really hope that this is the right gasket because they do look different. This has a bracket attached. This one has a bracket attached, but is missing this metal piece here. So I wonder if that was a factor in it not working. Oh, sorry. So here's the new one with that bracket. Here's the old one without it. Let's see if we can seat this up. So I think this is a piece of sand. No, it's a sticker. Okay. So we're gonna slap that on. I'm losing feeling in my hands, so I'm gonna sit you guys back down. Right where you belong, right here. And dry this area up best we can. This kind of goes straight into the motor. Just feeling around, making sure there's nothing in there that shouldn't be. This coolant is slowly leaking down. Just trying to clean it up best we can. I know you can't see this. Again, I'm on a time crunch to get this in before I lose all feeling. Let's tear this gasket open. I think it was a bad gasket. Let's fit this up right. This is a much nicer looking gasket. This is OEM Nissan, so we shouldn't have any gasket issues now. But we're no way in heck are we putting that thermostat back in. So this gasket is going to fit up. Oh, geez. I think it's like that. I think the only way to do this is to put the threads in before. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's get that clean. I know you can't see this again. I'm sorry. I'm cleaning off the threads to the thermostat bolts right now because they're completely gunked up. I think that's also an issue. This is going to go smooth. This is going to go smooth. We're going to have to install a cold air intake, though, because I broke my old air intake. So we can't even put the car back together. It'd be nice to go ahead and do the valve cover gaskets. I can see where they're leaking. And it's good to know that the valve cover gaskets are the reason that there's oil over the car, and not something bigger. So first time you'll probably hear me say I'm glad I have a valve cover gasket leak. But let's slide these bolts through. Ah, this is so scary. I just got to get 2 of them in. Let's do the top 2. And then the bottom wood should... Oh, okay, well that one's gone. We'll find that one later. The bottom wood should line up. So here's the gasket on 2%, so I'm going to lose y'all. But just know and sleep with peace knowing that even if you don't see this get completed, I, Connor Hawkins, will have successfully completed this by the end of the night. And for those of you who wanted to see it completed, I'm so sorry. I literally can't because my phone's going to die. Come on, baby. It's fitting. It's going in. We got it in. Woo! Nope, we didn't. I lied. Woo! The gasket came out. No! Alright, let's pull this back out. I gotta clean this back off. Ah! Rip. Rest in peace. Alright, what happened? Alright, that's clean again. My gasket. It's not a deep, bro. I'm fixing you. Ah. Alright, let's try it again. Ah, this whole thing is gunked up now. Oh gosh, I just dropped the gasket bolt into the abyss. That's terrible. How far into the abyss? I can't even see it. Oh, this is so hard. This is so hard with this radiator fan. All right, come on, I believe. These bolts are so wet now from this coldness, though, that they're starting to seize up a little bit. All right, let's try this again. Maybe this time we can get it in. All right. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it. We got it. Success. All right, I'll be back, guys. Phone's gonna die.